It's such a beautiful world. My cuticles swirl like cumulus and vanilla sky so luminous and infinite. The mind state so intricate, divine nature. Design the solar systems, define the true and living, moving mountains, grooving rhythms, metaphors and euphemisms. Magical, magnificent, and marvelous scriptures from the novelist. Honor this without the gavel, judge and jury of my peers. Percentage of the population peaking. My heart still beating like ba-doom, boom, back. My soul still singing, bring that old school back. Cause I'm no new jack. It's spoon feeding. I slow it down for better taste. So digest, consume it at a better rate. Learn to appreciate, simplify the synergy. Next time I see you, just have that same energy. The miracle of life, a mystical journey, mysterious and mesmerizing. Bees pollinate, the scene is tranquilizing, hypnotic, aquatic, embryonic, soul sonic, Mother Earth growing exotic, considered a narcotic on the avenue. Uncle Sam turned it into revenue, but yo, my Corey needs some tending to. Contract should be amendable. The seasons change, we adapt on some organisms, avoid the cataclysm, destroy the mechanism, employ the nepotism, F the system. Generations past left the wisdom. Yeah, just baby steps. But first you gotta learn to crawl, extend your square, learn to keep your circle small. Try to internalize, energize the alkaline, underline the positive and redefine the minus sign.
Woo, man, oh man, oh man.
It feels good hearing that.
Man, that sounds so good, man. It's one of those tracks, man, that you could just like sit back and say, yo, yo, today was a good day, man. Even if it was bad, man, you know, in that case, you hear that song and it uplifts you, man. It's like it puts you in a good mood, man. Then you hear the little girl in the song. You know, you got a daughter, you know, you got a niece, you know, whatever it is, you know, it's gonna connect you, man. That's amazing. That's amazing, man.
Thank you, man.
Hey, yo, man.
That's my daughter singing on that chorus too.
I was gonna say, you know what I mean? But yo, man, today we got Dagha, you know what I'm saying? And this is Let's Chop It Up with Ziz, man. What's good, my brother? How you feeling, man?
Yes, brother. I'm good. I'm blessed to be here, man. Feeling good.
That's good, man. That's good. You should feel good too, man. You just dropped a smash on them, B, man. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Man, that joint right there, Black Flowers, man. Let me tell you, that's on a whole nother level, man. That's what I call grown man rap, grown people rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. What was the deal with that, man?
You know, I'm a grown man, and this is my 7th solo album. You know, I've always been conscious, man. I've always kind of try to grab a topic and run with that topic, but just living through life, man. And now I'm just like at a point where I'm just like, I'm seeing a lot of cats dropping left and right, man. Like, you know what I mean? We ain't really promised tomorrow. So it's just like, I wanted to just do a project that was just bigger than anything I've ever done before. And the biggest thing I could think of was to do something with my family. You know, in It dropped on Juneteenth. You know, it was
beautiful,
made by the Black family. It's kind of a message to other Black families and to Black America in general. So yeah, man, that was the motivation. You know, it all happened during the pandemic, right in this basement here. We couldn't go nowhere. And,
that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man.
Kept us going. So,
you know, you took a situation that everybody was going through, you know, because I mean, let's be honest, man, that stuff was like insane, man. Who thought we were gonna come out of that, you know?
Right.
And to take it and make it something positive and then share it with everybody else, man. That means that's more than music, man.
Yo, it's life, man. And that's really what this album, you know, at the start of the pandemic, Courtney, who's featured on that track singing, she was diagnosed with autism. You know, and it was something serious, like, you know, it was something serious enough where we had to give her like services, ABA services immediately, speech, you know, everything. And it took her a while to get out of it, man. But like, I was in the studio working on POV, just messing around with the chorus. And she literally just started singing. Like she started imitating what I was saying. And for the first time, like, I was just like, damn, like she's talking, like she's like singing. She's singing she's mimicking me. She's hearing what I'm saying. And then she just grabbed the xylophone. You can see.
Wow.
And that was it. And I was just like, you want to record that? She's like, yeah. And that was the start of something beautiful, man. I was just like, damn, like music is that powerful. You know what I mean? Not that it single-handedly helped her blossom, but it was definitely a factor.
It was a factor. It was definitely a factor, man. Wow, that's. I appreciate you sharing that story with us too, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. There's a lot of kids out there that's on the spectrum, man, and there's a lot of parents out there that don't catch it in time. You know, and you have to fight for that shit, man. You know your own kids. Like we brought her to the pediatrician. Pediatrician was just like, oh, why don't you just cut her hair? She was pulling out her hair and eating it, and like we would find it in her diaper and shit. Like, you know, that ain't normal shit, man. I've had other kids before, so for my pediatrician to just be like, well, just cut her hair. Oh, this is just a phase. I'm like, nah, it ain't no phase, man. Like, so we had to go outside the box and get support, man. But it's important, man. Identify it as soon as possible, and there's resources out there dedicated, you know, to support these kids and on the spectrum. So talk about it, man. Talk about it. Don't shy. There's more people out there than we realize in the same situation. So
that you could touch with, man. You know, because that's heavy, man. That's a heavy subject, man. You know, especially when it's your kid. You know, that could make it go wild, be for real.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, you should be very, very happy.
I am.
And I see that the way you incorporated your family into the project, you could tell, man, every bar, every rhyme, it's like you're speaking to me directly. You know what I'm saying? Because if you deal with stuff, you know, I mean, let's be honest, man, the people that rock in the same circle always go pretty much through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We adapt to the atmosphere that we're in, and the certain things happen, and it, you know, it's continuously, repetitively. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that right there, man, to be able to do that and you know, put people's smiles on their face, man, that's an amazing thing, man, as an artist, you know.
Thank you, man. No, that means a lot. I you know, it's always a tough balance. And I just think I believed in myself. I believe in the music that I put out. And yeah, I'm happy to hear that it's being received, you know, so well. And I definitely appreciate that, man. If I can connect with cats like that on a level like that, you know, from a listener's perspective, then, you know, I think I'm doing something right. And I just want to try to keep that going. Yeah,
definitely, man. I don't know if you know, man, like when you're talking to somebody, right, and you experienced an album, right, and then you want to just shove it down, like, hey, yo, listen to this, man. You got to listen to this. So, you know, your album is like one of those albums. You know what I'm saying? Like if you talking to your boy, you go, yo, man, you got to check out that Black Flowers album, man, with that boy Dagha, man. Yo,
Let's go.
It's one of those projects, you know what I mean? Honestly, it's one of those projects. That's the feel that I got when I first heard it. I was like, wow. First of all, it was a blessing to hear it early, man. And then another, you know, to actually have you here, you know, so that's pretty awesome, man.
That's awesome, man. No, I'm yeah, man. I feel like I've been slept on for a long time. Like I'm 30 years plus in this, you know. So I feel like this album definitely is something special. I think it has the potential to, you know,
to do something
for real. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yes, for real, for real. Well, people don't know, man. You've been doing this for a while, man.
Yeah.
Let these cats know, man. I ain't even gonna say let these cats know that what you used to be a part of and what you came through and you know how you ended up the way you are right now.
Man, I'm 30 years plus in the game, man. I started off as a b-boy. I really got my first taste of hip hop culture when the Zulu Nation opened up a chapter in Boston. And then from there I was able to connect with the chapters in Hartford, the chapters and the different chapters in New York, and that was like a network. That was a first for me. That's what kind of got me into b-boying. From b-boying, I was b-boying with my homeboy Corey, and then we ended up turning into writers, rappers. So his name was Corey, my name is Dwayne. We called ourselves Cloak and Dagha.
Nice.
That's where that whole thing came from. And then from there, man, it was just like this long road where I just started being a solo MC. And then I was a part of a lot of groups. I was a part of the Knights of the Round Table, which included me, Insight, T. Ruckus, Mr. Liff. That was a power group. We had the Electric Company, again with me, Insight, Mo Pope, Raheem, and Anonymous. Those three, Raheem, Mo Pope, and Anonymous, after Electric Company, formed a group called Project Move. Man, I was part of the I gotta look at my wall. Damn, I was part of the U-Fam crew.
There you go.
You know, but mostly, man, I'm a solo artist from Boston. Still in Boston, and the Boston is implemented in schools across the country.
Wow.
I teach poetry. A
man of many hats.
Yeah, I try to keep it balanced.
Definitely. That's what's up, man. You know, people, okay, I don't have that buzz, right? That you know of, right? Because we don't know who listens to our stuff. You know what I mean? You really don't know, you know?
Right.
I mean, you might know, you know, an amount here, but you don't know if the rest of the world listens to it, right? It could be a country, man, where they rock only your stuff at. People don't get it. People don't know that. You know what I mean?
Nah,
so when people say, oh, yeah, you know, they look at numbers, they look at, you know, statistics and stuff like that. I think at the end of the day, man, like we really don't know who listens to our shit, man.
Yeah, and I really don't pay too much attention to it. Like,
yeah,
a social media game, you know, I'd rather make music than to manage a social media page. Like,
yeah,
you know,
for real.
And, you know, the thousands and thousands of cats that may follow somebody, that doesn't translate when a record comes out. Like, you know what I mean? Are they downloading that shit? Are they paying for it? I don't know. So, you know, there's different pockets all around that. I know I'm probably more popular in certain, you know, places of the country. And that's all good. But yeah, I don't pay attention to the numbers, man. When the radio stations is playing it, when I'm seeing DJs giving me love, you know, I kind of like the organic fashion of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, in time, man, it's interesting when because you never do know, right? You just I've been getting some messages here and there, you know, for some cats that I didn't recognize or realize that were paying attention. So, you know, it's definitely eye-opening, and it's good. I hope it continues.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna continue, man. You put stuff out like this, man, it doesn't go unnoticed. That's for sure, man. That's for sure, man. So you doing any videos for it or anything like that? Any videos coming?
Yeah, so I got a video for Make Money. That's out on my YouTube channel right now. I think Word is Bond, the Word is Bond website is premiering the Black Flowers video on Monday.
Okay.
And then yeah, I think I got my homeboy Sam Quinn working on a Frosted Flakes video.
Okay.
And I might do an On the Run video. So, but those two, Make Money, Black Flowers, immediately available. You know, and you guys can check it, man. It's getting some good love on that too. So
definitely. Is it on the streaming platforms?
The video itself?
No, the actual album, Black Flowers.
Yeah, it's on all the platforms, Spotify and whatever.
Okay.
Deezer, Tidal,
definitely.
All of them. Yep.
Yeah, man. So y'all can go get it, man. But if you want to support the artist directly, man, that's that bandcamp.com, man.
Right. That's right.
Dagha in there, come right up, man. Come right up. So let me ask you, man, what, not to go into politics, man, but what you think about, you know, with everything that's going on right now in regards to the everyday living now that we had to get used to, honestly. Yeah. And how it coincides with music at this point.
I think it's a direct correlation. Like, you know, anyone that knows me knows I said it in a few rhymes, like the media manipulates the masses, you know, and they pump certain music and certain things out there on the television screen and on your phones to create this kind of dysfunction in society where we're just distracted, or the masses are distracted. So, you know, when the underground, and thank God for the underground, right? That's
honestly,
but the underground is not what's being played on the major airwaves. You know, it's not really what's out there. It's not, you know, what the kids is listening to on the bus ride into school in the morning. So, you know, when most of the music is telling you to be ignorant and to not give a fuck and to, you know, not respect yourself or respect women, and, you know, a direct result of that is what you're going to see in society today, where the cats that got all the power and still pulling all the strings is still doing what they're doing, you know, and we still down here being distracted.
Yeah,
I think it's a direct correlation, and you know, it's unfortunate, man, but I'm hoping that more and more artists, you know, it's like a wave right now, and it's unfortunate that it has to be a wave. I hope it's something that's more permanent. But, you know, being conscious, I used to get clowned for writing my rhymes and spitting my rhymes early in my career. Like, that wasn't cool to be conscious. Like, hey, what are you doing? You know, who wants to hear that?
You're always so positive.
You know. But yeah, man, the more I think we can put that in the atmosphere, I don't know, it comes back, man. You know, it comes back, but it is a direct correlation to just society, and it's not just music, but that's one of the mediums for sure.
That is true. That is so true. Yeah, man, I think so too, man. That's definitely for sure. But I think also that, to be honest, man, it's more blank now and it's more direct.
Right.
You know, and it's like one of those things, like before I would like, you know, not me personally, but like they would like go ahead and like hide behind something and put it out there. Now they're putting it out there like this, and they're not even saying, you know, it's like no remorse. It's like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and guess what? You're gonna deal with it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And that's a shame, man. That's a shame. Definitely is a shame.
It's yeah. That shit pisses me off, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because we got to get back to owning our own shit, man. We used to own this culture.
You know I mean? You're right. You're right.
Culture. We created this culture. Like, so who's really profiting off of us right now? What are we doing? Like, what's going on? You know?
Like, yeah, what are we doing? What's going on? Exactly. Because at the end of the day, man, you know, those big corporations and those big companies, man, especially the ones that got billions of dollars personally, right? That's after the business. It's like, yo, it's like as long as they paying additional taxes and giving them all their money, you know, a portion of the money, they're left alone, you know, and then they don't have to, like, you know, say, listen, we're going to make this change today, you know, just to let you know. And they're not going to say, oh no, you know what? Don't do that. No, they're going to say, go ahead, as long as you keep giving us that money.
That's it.
Giving us that money.
That's it.
You know,
that's why you see McDonald's dropping fucking trap music on like their commercials. Like, come on,
that shit.
It's like, what are we doing right now? Like,
what are we doing? That's a good question, man. What are we doing? You know, DA to the G.
Yeah, that was
very interesting, man. That took you for a ride. You went for a ride on that one. You ain't even sit. Let me tell you something. You ain't even sit on the passenger side, bro. You sat in the back so you could be relaxed like this while you heard it.
Word, man.
Wow.
Yo, that album, it was a ride putting that album together, man. Like literally, it took us a few years just with some like hard drives that crashed and having to recreate shit, and it was a mess. But DJ Real definitely did his thing on that. But yeah, it was a ride, man. It was. So yeah, I'm glad you checked that one out too. That's what's up.
That joint is nice, man. And you know what the coolest thing about it, right? Because I love YouTube music, man. That's my jam right there. So
me too.
When you listen to it, when you listen to an album, when I was done listening to your albums, Tribe Called Quest came right in.
Oh shit. Word.
Yo. I love that. I love it when it happens. Like, yo, it's true. Because when you listen, you're like, yo, little Tribe Called Quest, little De La Soul, little Paul Rice's Teachers. You know what I'm saying?
It all kind of.
And I'm like, okay, you know, all right. The beats are very melodic. You know what I'm saying? Give you Most Def, you know, a little Talib Kweli, you know. And I'm like, this joint is all right.
Oh, my favorites. That's what's
I was
up.
like, yo, this joint is all right, man. So what mind frame were you in then when you were doing that album there?
The DA to the G, I just felt like a rabid animal, man. I was ready to I wanted to put something out that was just raw. And it was supposed to initially be a Cloak and Dagger album, like an official album that, you know, we never really had a chance to put out. We had some demos that leaked, but so probably like halfway through the album, Cloak kind of was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
What?
So then, you know, he was into the church and he was just like, he was just conflicted, and he was just like, you know, and I respected that, but he was just like, yo, do what you want with the verses, but like, I can't, you know. And I was just like, all right. So then that actually ended up being the foundation of DA to the G. So there's a lot of features of Cloak on there. But that's essentially how it started. It was supposed to be a Cloak and Dagger album, and then it eventually turned into a solo album, and I kind of filled it out from there. Okay. So it was loose conceptually, because we never really had a chance to you know,
build on it,
finish it. But the rawness and like the essence of it, I feel like it's still there. I feel like that's captured. But yeah, that was the mind state, man. Just getting back to it, man, and just being known for like the ferocious rhymes and you know, penmanship and shit like that. So
yes, that definitely took it to that essence, man. Definitely took it to that essence. Yeah, that album was put very well together, man. Yo. And there was another one too that I was gonna talk about, the one that has Rusty Jukes.
Oh,
wow!
Black Trucks, word.
that joint go hard right there. That joint go crazy hard.
Big up Rusty, man. He set it off on that one for sure. As soon as I got that verse, I was just like, damn. So, all right, that's how we doing it. All right. Yeah, nah, that was definitely a vibe. And the beat on that too is bananas. I love what DJ Real, how he flipped that.
Nice
vibe there, but
that's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up. So what you think about the way, I mean, we love the underground, man, but what you think about the mainstream, man, how that's rocking right now, the direction that's going, besides the coffins, what other directions you think is going to go the way it's going right now?
That's a tough question. I don't want to get myself in too much trouble. But I feel like there's a cleansing that's about to happen. It just has to, you know. It's just messy right now. Everything is just messy. You know, and I don't know. I just feel like there's a cleansing about you know, this underground shit can only stay underground for so long, right? Like, and we seen it. We seen underground shit really. I mean, it is the underground, essentially, in my opinion, that is the true hip hop, man. So,
yes,
you know, that has never gone anywhere as far as I'm concerned. You know, talking to cats like you, anyone I roll with, this is all we do. This is all we know. You know, this is all we listen to. We don't listen to what's on the radio. We don't.
Nah, we don't even know.
We don't subscribe to that shit. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't name 5 artists. Like cats be talking about. Oh, you don't listen to something. Nigga, I don't know who that is. You know what I mean? For real. And I could care less because I don't like the way they look and I don't like the way they sound. Like it's not attractive to me. I'm not.
It's not.
You know. So to me, you know, it's time for us to be entrepreneurs, man. And we don't have to sit back and hand over our shit to mainstream media for them to just pimp us and profit off of us. We can create our own. We can create our own platforms like this, and you know what I mean. We could create our own power in numbers, and we could just reclaim the status of hip hop, man, and what it should be. So that to me is the future. Being optimistic. If it happens in reality, you know, I won't hold my breath, but you know, as an artist, I would just keep doing my job, man, and keep rocking with those others that do the same.
Exactly. And honestly, too, man, I think the way the industry is right now in the underground, right? I think we'll be all right, man, because a lot of us are starting to go ahead and starting to put it only on Bandcamp or our own websites. You know what I'm saying? Not even bad, shout out to Bandcamp because they gave the idea. So a lot of people starting to get their own websites now, and or they'll send a zip file directly to whoever buys it, sending them a Cash App money and all that.
Yep.
I think that's awesome, man. Me myself, I'm not whatever's on the streaming now that's gonna stay there. Everything moving forward is just gonna be on a website, and that's just that, because the way they treat us, I mean, it's pretty unreal, man. And I don't think we work hard for this, man. It's not easy, so sometimes we want to get rewarded too. It shouldn't be a one-way street. Most streets got 2 ways, man. We can make it happen.
That's right.
What I mean?
That's the reason I set up Dagha.com. When you hit me on my email is d@dagha.com. Everything is centralized and focused through that nucleus right there. So you can get to the music. You might even be able to get a sneak peek of the Black FOWERZ video. Don't tell too many people that.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
man, that's perfect.
Having your own and Bandcamp and just learning how streams work and how you don't really get paid off of streams, but having merchandise, make sure your merchandise game is on point when you do your shows. Yeah, man, there's lots of ways to control and make it worthwhile,
Yeah, because people love to have something to hold on after leaving that concert or whatever the case might be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, man. So what's next, man? What's next? What's next for Dagha, man?
Man, I got a pile of beats I'm sitting on, a lot of different ideas and projects, but I think I'm really just need to put a set together, man, and start hitting the road again. So I'm working on a live set now. Gonna see if I can attach myself onto a couple of my homies shows. You know,
there you go.
I don't want to name names right now, but yeah, I'm trying to put some things together, string some shows together, and hopefully be at a town near you very soon.
There you go. There you go. That's perfect, man. So tell people where they can see you at, man, on social media and, you know, the websites they can check you out on.
Yeah, Dagha.com. Again, that's the nucleus right there. But I'm on Instagram. It's The Real Dagha. That's another thing too. Try to get all your social media handles with the same shit. Don't be like me and have all kind of different, because then it's hard to remember all the different shit. For Twitter, I think I'm That Kid Dag, but that's why I say just go to the Dagha.com. Everything's linked there.
Yeah, exactly.
One stop.
Exactly. There you go. There you go, man. So yeah, man, we wanted to bring you up here today, man, and show you some love, man. Shout out to Jerry Graham, you know what I'm saying, for connecting it. No doubt. We appreciate you, man. You know, I appreciate you. I love what you're doing. Don't stop doing what you're doing. You've been doing it for this long. Might as well continue, right?
That's right.
Especially now, the way things are and the way, you know, we need voices like yourself, man, to incorporate that into the kids, and maybe it'll transpire to adults and everybody else, man. Hopefully, you know, we appreciate you on that, man. So we wanted to bring you up here, man. Dagha, Black Flowers, out now, man. Go grab that joint. Dagha.com, yo.
Yes, sir. Yo, Ziz,
appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. We're gonna definitely stay up.
Oh man, that's what we do, man. That's what we do, man. But yo, man, this was Let's Chop It Up with Ziz, man. And today we had a special guest, Dagha. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop.